Glenn Shorrock says he was not a fan of one particular song from the Little River Band. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Now, it makes sense that any artist will probably have 1, 2, 3 songs that they don't like, whether they wrote them or not, from their repertoire. Sometimes it's just repetition of having to sing the song over and over again. In this case, it was Happy Anniversary, written by the band's Birtles and David Briggs. It actually reached number 16 on the US charts, and like Lonesome Loser, had a cold vocal intro.
It became a signature for us. Yeah, we did it numerous times. It's a long way there. Hey, everybody. Don't you feel that there's something? Lonesome Loser, that started Acapulco as well. And as you say, Happy Anniversary, Baby.
Bought the 45.
Don't get me started on that one.
Why? What? Okay, don't hold back on me.
It was a great groove, it was a great bass line. But Happy Anniversary, Baby, 29 times, not exactly a challenge.
But it got in your head though. The thing is, I still have that 45.
That's just my unhealthy or healthy cynicism that gets me into trouble sometimes. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. The thing is, I understand you, but I wouldn't. There's no way if I'd be in a band if I could sing like you. Oh my God! But if I wouldn't like everything. You can't love everything. So yeah, I hear you.
Glenn Shorrock sings Little River Band is the name of his brand new album, and we talked about why he did it.
Well, I was surprised when it was suggested to me as well. Why would I? The songs have done very well for me, and why would I mess with them? But the guy who was prodding me, who produced the record, Steve Balby, he's a bass player and an artist in his own right, and is now producing. And I've been doing a couple of things with him. And he said, those songs could do with a refresh. They're 40 years old now. We can make them sound fresh again, and maybe reclaim your legacy a bit. If you know what I'm saying, that whole LRB situation. So I said, okay, well, what songs do you want me to do? And he picked out of the obvious ones, and we went into the studio for a couple of days with some people I knew, some people I didn't know, and we just sat around and let's try this and try that and try this. But I was conscious of not getting, I didn't want to do a reggae version of Cool Change or something. You stay away from those sort of things. So the songs are basically the same, but my voice is better now at my age, and I was keen to show that I could still produce that, and also to sort of raise my head over the battlements and say, hey, I'm still here.
When you left home, for instance, what was in your record collection? By the time you were ready to leave home, what were you listening to back then?
Good question. I didn't have much of a record collection at that stage. I was at 17, 18, 19 I left home, and I sort of moved to the next suburb. I didn't go very far. The old thing, brought my laundry back home to my mother every weekend, and she gave me a pot roast to take away. Yeah. All right, fine. See you soon. I was listening to rock and roll, early rock and roll. I had 78s in those days, and we just got these newfangled 45 RPM things, and Bob Dylan's "Blowing in the Wind." That was a big, another seminal song for me. The original singer-songwriter, Dylan, yeah? And I've followed what he's done ever since. It's been a rough ride sometimes with Bob. The funny thing is I'm about to be included in an ensemble tribute to Bob Dylan. Myself and a few other good singers down here, we're up on stage with a great band and doing a whole Dylan show. So that's going to be interesting.
We will have more from Glenn Shorrock coming up next Saturday. His brand new album is Glenn Shorrock Sings Little River Band, where he takes old hits and makes them new again. And his brand new autobiography is called Now Where Was I? Information at glennshorrock.com. Remember, we'll have more from Glenn coming up next Saturday. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.